Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Chapter 14 of 50 Shades of J. I am your bearded friend, Jared Rassick. Good evening. It is another terrible chapter. You know, it's funny. So I was sitting down earlier this morning to read Chapter 14, and I just downloaded Gone Girl from the Bend Library, and I was like, I'll put it off for a minute, I'm going to read the first chapter of Gone Girl. I read the whole book. I sat here and read all 465 pages of that book today. Every single page of it. I couldn't stop reading it. Going back into 50 Shades of Grey after reading such an incredible novel like Gone Girl is really difficult. It's just when you stop and compare this to other novels, it makes it impossible to continue reading it. I feel like the only way to really enjoy this book is if you don't read good books or don't know good books. I know a lot of intelligent people have read these books and gotten enjoyment out of them. I don't know whether it's sarcastic enjoyment. I don't know whether people actually think they're well written or just titillating. I have no idea what the overall true opinion of these books are. But man, if you think 50 Shades of Grey is good writing, then read Gone Girl or anything else. Not anything else. Read something good, because fuck me. Chapter 14, all Chapter 14 is her having a dream about her sucking a riding crop of Christians and him smacking her with it and having an orgasm. And she wakes up and goes, I didn't know I could dream sex. Was it something I ate? Perhaps the oysters in my internet research manifesting itself in my first wet dream. It's bewildering. I had no idea that I could orgasm in my sleep. Okay, if she knew what a wet dream was, then she knows that you can orgasm in your sleep. She's 22 years old and doesn't know that people can orgasm in her sleep? Or does she not know that just she can't orgasm in her sleep? Considering she is a virgin and has never masturbated before, why would she think that she could before now? And so has this super, hot dream, sees her dad Ray. So Ray is her ex-stepdad, but she considers him her dad. They hang out. He drives her to the graduation. Christian Grey's there. She introduces Christian to her dad. They hit it off really well. They talk about fly fishing. She finds out that Christian, sometime between birth and 4 years old when he was adopted, was starving. So something happened to him at that time that is dark and scary. So I'm excited to hear what that was. So, and then 5 minutes later, Christian comes walking into the stands, and she hides from him so he doesn't see her. And then literally two paragraphs later, she decides to start making eyes at him and waving and doing whatever the fuck dumbass face does to get somebody's attention, and then goes, why won't he look at me? Perhaps he's changed his mind. A wave of unease washes over me. Dude, you know what nobody likes? Games. Nobody likes games. Maybe they do, but sure, no, nobody likes games. They might pretend to like games because they really like you, but nobody genuinely, truly likes games. I really can't stand her. So she makes the decision that she is going to be his submissive. That's the big thing that happens in this chapter. It's a short one. She whines about wanting more, wanting to be his girlfriend. He's like, nah, that ain't gonna happen. And she's like, alright, fine, I'll be your sub. And that's the chapter. She goes home and sends me an email saying, "Come on over, let's do this." And that's it. So I'm assuming chapter 15 is going to be about him showing up and them making with the sexings. And that's probably it. It'll be a whole chapter of them making the sexings, and she'll whine about something and talk about books. This book's terrible. It's just garbage. I think that if you've read it, then you are a stronger person than I. I would have definitely stopped reading this book if I wasn't doing these videos. I will see you soon for chapter 15. We're on page 200 now, so that means we're getting close. Love you guys. Be good to each other.